your breath out. Last one like that, right leg high, bend your knee, big circle one way, circle the other way. Stack your hips and open through your top hip. Come onto the outer part of your foot. Maybe turn your hand away from the midline and find your back bended position. Turning again through your hand to take you back in to downward dog with your right leg high. This time right leg comes mid-mat. Bend your right knee, let your back leg reach behind you. Lift your belly button off your bottom thigh and take your hands back behind you. It's like a warrior three, but with a bent bottom leg, a long, low back. Take your hands to the floor. Your choice here. You can do a little hop or stay where you are. Hopping your shoulders on top of your wrists. Coming back down with your right leg. Left leg finds the floor, right knee into that triangle shape, left knee behind, shifting forwards and back. Now you might sit down, take your shins more parallel, cross through your arms. You might stay with the rocking or stand up. Interlock your elbows, tailbone to pubic bone, maybe a little arc back, lifting your back set of ribs. You might tuck your toes there. Find the outer part of your heels, which feels like the inner part. For a camel, you could also do this with your hands on your hips. Come on forwards, hands to the floor. Left leg back, right knee into a pigeon. Stay high for a breath. If you like without your hands, go low for a breath. Stay high for a breath. Maybe without the support of your hands, go low for a breath. Let your hands come down. Twist towards your right knee. You are welcome to catch your back set of toes. If you want to, you could come a little higher in this one, planting your left fingertips down. Maybe catch your left toe there with your right hand and open your chest forwards. Some of you, if you feel that you are able to flip your grip, you might keep your toe and come into Rajkapotasana. Letting that go. Hands to the floor, step back. Downward facing dog, left leg high. Bend your knee, big circle with your hip one direction and then the other. Open your knee on top of your bottom hip, clear your low back. You can turn into that arc back bend, maybe bending into your knees, rolling towards Urdhva Turning your hand again to take you back over, left leg high there, and left leg in between your hands, halfway up the mat. Stand on it, bent knee, warrior three. Back leg lifted. You might stay there. You could take your hands to the floor and you could do a hop. One or two. Coming on down, back leg down, left knee to the triangle shape with your hands. Right knee now, triangle shape with your feet and your knees. Shifting forwards and back. You could sit down on a block. You could take your shins more forwards. Maybe there's a crisscross there. You might be standing up on your shins, tucking your toes, holding elbows, reaching high. Cactusing your arms down. You could take your waist and boost into a camel. You might take your outer heels, which feels like inner heels, and find a crisscross camel up and to the earth. Left knee towards the pigeon. Back leg back. Maybe without your hands this time. Stay high for a breath. Go low for a breath. Stay high. Really recruiting in your lower body. Go low. Melt. Twist over to that left leg. You could stay there in the twist. Enjoy your breathing. Enjoy the space and the sound of your breath, or perhaps catch your back foot. Here you might want to come a bit higher onto your right fingertips. You could catch your back toe and then turn your chest forwards. Finding that pectoralis stretch, maybe a bit of containment in your elbow. Maybe a bit higher you come and rolling your elbow towards your ear. Rajkapotasana. Maybe there's a mudra in there. Letting that go. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Come to plank. In your plank, pull heels of hands and toes towards each other. Broad and collarbones. Broad and shoulder blades look a little forwards. Push up. Toe tucked up dog. Spread shoulders downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. And then coming to your knees, we'll transition to our sliding into the front of the hips here, but take your knees wide to begin. Walk your hands well forwards. Take a breath. You can enliven your arms and lift your elbows off the ground, like you're in a energized downward facing dog with your shoulders and your hands. And you might ask yourself, committing to what? And walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Come on up. You can take your knees together there. And maybe fingertips come behind you or hands go flat. And your hips rise up. Boosting the chest. Strengthening the hamstrings and the lower glutes. Widening the armpits and then lowering hips and coming on up to Vajrasana.